On today's installment of the Letterboard of Truth, our quote of the day is help. Because while I know I can stop watching Instagram Reels at any time, I actually can't, and I won't. I don't know, maybe I'm just a masochist of some kind. But on the bright side, it makes great content. And you know I'm all about that content. Hashtag grind, hashtag grindset, hashtag content minded grinder, okay? It seemed like a lot of you enjoyed it when I showed you terrible Instagram Reels last time, so I figured, why not do it again? I've gathered even more cringy videos since part 1 last month, and I need something to do with them. I can't possibly keep the abundance of knowledge and joy I got from those videos to myself, so I'm sharing the wealth. If anything, I'm doing you a favor. You're welcome. And they say influencers contribute nothing to society. Please. So the caption for this first reel is, "This phrase is making me a billionaire." That's a pretty major claim. And, you know how we feel about billionaires on this channel, but hey, maybe there's something we can take away from this.
I haven't gotten sick in 3 years because I don't believe in being sick. I don't ever refer to myself and self-deprecate because all I'm doing is creating a perception that looks for messing it up again.
How is it like being self-deprecating? If you have a cold and you say you have a cold, that's not like self-hatred or anything. That's not like negative talk in your brain. That's just stating a fact. I have a bit of a sniffle and a cough, therefore I am sick.
Instead, I believe the opposite. I believe for the last 14 years that I'm a billionaire. And now next year, I believe I will be one.
So you're not a billionaire. This is just manifesting with extra steps. Like, he's just a guy with hopes and dreams. Also, if having negative thoughts makes you sick, then where's all the positive self-talk you're doing to yourself to get you out of these glasses? Pretty self-deprecating that you need glasses to see. This is crazy.
How did I get there? I spent 14 years believing that I'm a billionaire. I believe that I'm immortal. I live forever. I have perfect health. Now, in actuality, I just turned 44 years old, and my body, I have no ailments in my body. I have nothing weird or funky going on. I don't have weird tendon thingies or muscle thingies or bone thingies or broken thingies or...
I don't know why. There's something about a grown man using thingies so many times in a sentence, unironically, that's just so funny to me. Yeah, I don't have broken thingies, bone thingies, thigh thingies, tingle thingies... What am I even saying at this point? Oh my God, I love this guy. I want to hear him talk all day, every day.
Or in my organs, like everything is functioning perfectly. And I believe that part of the reason...
And that's why you're going to be a billionaire and also never sick and also immortal. Yeah, this guy has it going on for him.
Everything is functioning so perfectly is because that I'm every day in meditation, communicate with my body, and I tell it to do that. I am whole. It's like my number one belief, and it's how I've healed all sorts of ailments that I used to have in my body when I used to get sick.
So he's claiming that the reason why he hasn't been sick in years is because, you know, he doesn't let his body do that. So for all of you watching that's dealing with like a serious health condition, who's chronically ill, just like stop talking bad about yourself. You're so self-deprecating. Have you tried smiling? Have you tried doing positive self-talk in the mirror? If you have cancer, you don't need chemo. You just need to be nice to yourself. It's easy as that. If this actually worked, then Big Pharma would be over. Maybe this guy's onto something, actually. Yeah, I kind of like him. Like, he's so real. He, like, gets a cough one day. He's like, I'm sick. No, I'm not. He's so powerful. I love his conviction. Anyway, all right, Queenie, what do you have to say to us?
I don't give a poopy doopy loopy.
If you know me in real life too, like you always know I'm saying that I don't give a poopy doopy loopy troopy artichokey. You know me. Queen. She got her degree in motherology at the University of Surrington. I'm just saying. And like, girl, drop your eyelash routine. Like, these are so nice. She seems lovely. I wish her the best. So real. All right, so the caption for this one is, when you and your buddy decided to divorce your wives and move in together, it's only up from here, bro. Okay. What if they're making like a nice buffalo chicken dip? Aww. And history would say that they're just friends. But really, if this story is true, then this is such an excellent example of male friendship. Because normally guys are discouraged from being emotional and like forming emotional connections with their friends and just like being vulnerable with them. And if this is true, then I think it's beautiful that they have such a close relationship. Now, I don't know if it is because I went to the original guy's profile and apparently he has a pregnant wife. So this is probably fake, but I'm gonna just sit here and believe that it's real and believe that they're either one, just like straight men with a healthy relationship to their masculinity and have a great friendship with each other, or two, boyfriends. That would be really cool. I need to read the comments though, hold on. Are you going to explore each other's bodies later? This is what women do when they're lesbians. Like I said, history will say that they're friends. Do y'all turn off the lights and kiss sometimes? There are two wolves inside of you, and they are both boys. Mwah, 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 and they're kissing. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yeah, basically everyone in the comments is just calling them gay lovers. But literally, if you go to this guy's profile, it says husband/father. So you're a liar. You're a dirty freaking liar. That's crazy. On the internet too, man. I'm disgusted. But, you know, if things turn around and they do wind up being lovers, then, you know, maybe the sponsor of today's video could help them out with that. The season of love is swiftly approaching, sinners. So if you're looking to spice up date night with that special someone, even if that special someone is yourself, look no further than today's sponsor, LELO. Solo pleasure is a beautiful thing. It's totally natural and healthy for everyone to explore their bodies and desires in order to understand themselves and their own sexual preferences. In fact, masturbation is super beneficial for mental and physical health. Everyone's body is different and unique, so it's important we try all sorts of methods to figure out what's best. If you're looking for a new experience in the world of pleasure, might I recommend one of my faves from LELO? The Enigma Wave. Made with extra soft silicone, the Enigma Wave is a vibrator that brings triple stimulation, catering to both erogenous zones. Its insertable tail mimics a finger-like motion while the sonic waves and gentle pulses stimulate you. Talk about a mix of intense pleasure and satisfying blended orgasms. You'll have 8 settings to choose from, which goes from a teasing murmur to a satisfying pulse. The Enigma Wave has it all. Celebrate love this Valentine's Day by connecting with yourself or your partner. Check out all of LELO's exclusive discounts at the link below. But you better act quick now if you want to receive a special gift with your purchase. Thank you to LELO for helping me and my sinners celebrate this season of love. Now let's get back to your scheduled programming. All right, I love the lighting in this. It seems like a nice late night drive that he's participating in. Probably shouldn't be Instagramming and driving, but that's just me. Regardless, I'm very curious about what he has to say.
Don't you just love a warm bowl of cream of meat or cream of wheat, and you just get it down your throat and it just warms you up real nice?
I love meat down my throat and swallowing that meat. And, you know, I'm sure a lot of my audience does too. Listen, I know my demographic, all right? A lot of you are gay, homosexual. See you watching, homosexual. I know what a lot of you get up to. You think you can get past me? Psh, please. Talk about warming you from the inside out. Oh, well, this is appropriate. Speaking of swallowing meat, oh my God.
Spit or swallow, the classic question.
Yes, the classic question. That is the perfect opener for any conversation. You know, you're depositing a check at the bank, you ask the teller, spit or swallow. You're calling your grandma for the first time in a few weeks, hey G-Ma, spit or swallow. My God, man. These street interviews have gone way too far.
Oh, spitters or quitters?
You look so insulted by
I'm
that.
very insulted. There's a lot of girls these days doing porn and spitting, and I'm really upset about it. They just wasted it. You worked hard for that. Enjoy it.
Let them know.
You gotta be like, I don't care if it gets in your eye.
God, ew.
Spit or swallow.
Ew. Listen, I'm no prude, but like, what happened to decorum? Like, why are you shaming the quitters? You know what I mean? Like, listen, I used to be team spitter, but now I'm team quitter, all right? Are you a spitter or quitter? Let me know below. Actually, don't. That one has me speechless, I'm gonna be honest. Carmen says, gargling, showing it to him, then swallowing. None of those words are in the Bible. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? Do you gargle and swallow with that mouth? I mean, I guess apparently you do. Sure. Why not? You know what? 2024 is the year of the quitter. Because you know what? Swallowing that it doesn't seem pleasant. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Hashtag quitter 2024. Let's get that trending below, guys. I know we can do it.
I'm about to be absolutely dialed in going into this monthly meeting. I've been up since 4:30 a.m. Energy's through the roof. Someone's got to drive the innovation and creativity to keep everyone's money safe. Hey, let's get after it today.
See, this would be me if my antidepressants actually worked. I'm kidding. They work. They've changed my life. But like, why aren't they doing this? Like, why am I not getting up at 4:30 in the morning and protecting people's money and changing lives or whatever he said? With peace and love to this guy, he's like the personified version of normal SpongeBob. He's like if salmon shorts were a person. He gives off like water cooler in your office's break room vibes. Like, I don't know. No shade to him. I'm sure he's lovely. There was another video I found of his that I found interesting. I need to show you that one.
I might be the best dressed person working from home in America today because I care about what I'm doing. I want to represent the qualities that I care about. But if you've got better fit, let me see it and prove me wrong. It's all about pushing everyone to new heights.
What bothers me about that is that he doesn't do like a full fit check. We're only seeing him from the torso up. Show us the pants, king. Because like, yeah, do you look nice in your button down and your quarter zip sweatshirt here? Yeah, you do. But, you know, you could be wearing SpongeBob pajama pants for all we know. You could be wearing those Cookie Monster pajama pants that, you know, that one kid wore in high school. You know the ones. Hold on, we gotta read this guy's caption. I might be the best dressed person working from home in America today because I care about what I'm doing. Representing key qualities. Prove me wrong to drive everyone to new heights. Yeah, man. This is the son of that first guy we talked about who said that saying that you're sick is self-deprecating. There's a familial relationship there, is it not? Anyway, all right. Okay. Oh, okay, we got a transition. All right, yeah, my house is burning down and I called 911 20 minutes ago. Where are you? Like, my parents and my cats are stuck inside. Can you come, please? Can you stop the thirst trap, sir? See, this is why law enforcement can take forever to come to an emergency. It's because they're doing this shit. Is he an actual firefighter? Regardless, there's a subsection of book talk that's going crazy over this man somewhere. I think that's not gonna be the next wave of popular men on TikTok, the next heat wave, if you will. It's gonna go from bikers to firefighters. Just you watch. It was hockey early last year, then, like I said, it was bikers. This year, it's the year of the firefighter on Book Talk. I'm predicting it now. Make sure to drop your votes below and let's predict the next moves for Book Talk. Hopefully it's not them flirting and harassing a 16-year-old. If you don't remember or if you've never heard of that situation, check out my video on it because that was a crazy situation. All right, so the caption for this next one is date the guy who you may think is boring. Oh, is this another case of wives on Instagram subtly dragging their husbands in their posts for the world to see? Let's see if that's the case. Okay, so it's just them cuddling on the couch. Let's read the caption. Maybe that'll put some things into context. Yes, you read that right. Date the boring guy. Why? Because those of you with nervous systems trained for chaos need it. Let me clarify. The boring guy really isn't boring. He's just simple. He's safe. He's secure. And he's constant. But what your nervous system is used to is distant, hard to get, charismatic sparks flying. And how has that worked out for you? When I started dating JJ, there was an instant sense of peace that I could have misinterpreted for being boring because it wasn't the chaotic hot mess express that I was used to in the past. This may ring true to you. If you find yourself seeking chaotic energy and overlooking guys who are steady and secure, your next step should probably be some self-reflection as to why you choose to cling on something that may or may not be the best option for you. Choose the guy who makes you feel seen, not the one who chooses to see everyone else but you. Choose the guy who communicates plans, not the one who hits you up last minute. Choose the guy who pursues you, not the ones who leave you on red. So let's normalize choosing the boring guy over the instant spark. Time to text that boring guy and give him a chance. Okay, listen, I do agree with the overall sentiment here. I do think there is a point in long-term relationships where you do feel that spark dying. And yes, that is a sign of security and safety with that person, but I think it's kind of a backhanded compliment to call that secure partner in question boring. Like, I doubt it was her intention, but it does seem a bit passive-aggressive to me. It seems like you settled. Like, maybe I'm being a little too harsh, but like, I don't know. I think she could have used a different word for that, even though I know what she's talking about. Because yes, I think especially in modern dating, we're used to seeing what's next. We're used to seeing what else is out there instead of focusing on building something substantial and meaningful. And she's right, we're focused on pursuing that high that we get when we meet someone new and you're dating them for the first time. And I think a lot of us chase that high we get when we're first dating someone. Realistically, that spark isn't always going to be there. So yeah, like, I agree with her. But like, if my partner called me boring on the internet, I would be a little offended. It's like that girl from my last Instagram Reels video. What did she say? She was like, oh yeah, the girl who was like, you didn't find them initially attractive, but you push past the superficial love and end up in love with them. Like, low-key calling her husband ugly. Like, I think this person we looked at just now expressed her point in a better way, but I don't know, like, boring, that just seems like I don't know, it's passive-aggressive to me. I don't know, I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say about that. All right. God, here's another horny on main post, because apparently these are all I fucking get anymore. Just need to spend a day naked in bed with you, watching movies, eating junk food, and having sex 2 or 9 times. 2 or 9 times? Those are the only options? Like, do you get breaks at least? Jesus. What is it, like every hour on the hour while you're binge watching Marvel movies, you wipe the Cheeto dust off you and start fucking again up until you complete your 9 times quota? Like, this seems like it comes from one of those Twitter accounts that's like, Horny Tweets Official, if you remember what I'm talking about. Next post. Already loving the no-show socks we have going on here. Oh, wow. It's like a soap opera. The main reason why I decided to include this in today's video is because I don't understand what's going on. And since there are so many of you out there, I'm sure at least one of you can explain what they're possibly f***ing talking about. Or not even talking. It's like some soap opera. Like, what is going on? And then like he drops the nuts and it creates this like rain of, what are y'all talking? Why are you kissing? Are those like Reese's Puffs? Like, I'm so confused as to what's going on here. I would love to hear your interpretations below because I'm still trying to figure out what actually happened. It's like kind of surreal modernist camp, if you think about it. I love throwing buzzwords together. Me thinking I'm gonna be a good boyfriend. That's smart. But I get overprotective. I reply too fast. I want you all for myself. I get jealous over things. I want to be in your presence. See, kids, this is what we call an anxious attachment style. You sound clingy as f, dude. That's why you're not a good boyfriend. Like, it's great that you're, attentive and all that, but like, you're doing a little too much. Like, I almost feel bad for you. Are you doing all right, King? Do you need someone to talk to? Maybe you should sort out these attachment issues before getting into your next relationship. Like, I can't even poke fun at this guy too much because I just feel sad for him. Concerned. It's giving like Viking mafia furry adjacent. You know what I mean? And I take back what I said from earlier. Firefighters won't be the next trend on Book Talk. This guy will be. This genre of man. Look at those beautiful yellow eyes. And look, even his iPhone's yellow. That's some dedication there. There's so many interesting people in this world. You gotta love it. There's a little something for everyone, you know?
The only way to catch a fly is...
Was the fly a paid actor? How did it show up at the exact time he decided to film? I guess that's one way to hit your protein goals every day. Just eat bugs.
The only way to catch a fly is...
He sounds Australian, and if he is Australian, then it makes sense. No offense to Australians out there.
Not a phase dad, you just raised one of the boys.
Yes, just make up your own words. Watch out, y'all. I've never seen a girl in a truck wearing a baseball hat singing along to a rap song. I thought we left this kind of stuff behind like 10 years ago. I think a lot more people would have eaten this up in like 2014, but baby, we're in 2024 now. All right, it's the year of the firefighter / lion cosplayer, all right? Leave this not like other girls bullshit behind. Bringing other women up and supporting them is a lot more fulfilling than whatever this is. All right, so we only got a couple left, but I think these last ones are probably my favorites.
Oh, I love you, Tuesday. You make me. Oh. Yes.
How many letters are in Tuesday? 8. This lady, 8. I'm glad to see that the acapella app from like 8 years ago still has a strong user base. And I'm so happy to be living at the same time as Michelle Ward Music. We should all feel so lucky. Michelle Ward Music is also pursuing a degree in mothering at the University of Survington, like that one eyelash lady. They're roommates, in fact. Oh man. Oh, hell yeah. I'm not kidding you when I say that this might be the coolest person I've ever seen. Like, we really need to bring back this gothic, vampirian, Edgar Allan Poe type of style back. And like the long hair too with it and the nails, like, oh my God. He's not just Ken, he's everything. What a cool f***ing dude that is. What a guy. Peak masculinity, I'll say. So we have finally reached the last Instagram reel of the day. I'm sure we're all very relieved to make it to this point. And this one's a banger, I'll say. You won't be disappointed.
Remember, some of the best time of your life never even happened yet.
Amen. This is the guy Andrew Tate wishes he was. He wishes he could be this whimsical, zesty, beautiful European man, but he's not. He's an alleged human trafficking piece of shit. This is my Andrew Tate right here. Just some Italian guy walking the streets, giving out amazing life advice, rocking that cute fucking blue coat. This might actually be peak masculinity. But yeah, those are the Instagram reels I have for y'all today. If you happen to come across any cursed Instagram reels, please feel free to DM it, send it to me everywhere. All my social media is down below. That was certainly, that was something. That was an experience, and I'm glad that we were able to share it together. But if you liked today's video, make sure to give it a tiny, tiny thumbs up and subscribe down below. Thank you so much to LELO for sponsoring today's video. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon with a new video. Bye!